Happy Tuesday. Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 6. Oh, so are we not gonna talk about Gill calling Myrla evil for not wanting to adopt? Oh, we're not gonna talk about that, right? Because he's so sexy, he's so good looking, and Myrla is such a so we're not gonna talk about that because yes, she is evil. She is evil for not wanting to adopt all those hungry little children in the world that needs to be adopted. I noticed ain't nobody say nothing about that. I posted in one of the groups saying, "Oh yeah, she's evil. She is evil. She is selfish." It is so crazy how people is not able to kind of respect other people's rights. I think it is so crazy. I wish somebody would do a study on it. And what I love about social media is for those of us who like to do research and make little studies and fake studies and stuff, it gives us a picture or a little viewing of what people are thinking. I just think I was born at the right time. To experience social media because you have so much content on what people think and on what people feel. And so Gil and Myrla, they was sitting on the little thing. I'm gonna come back and do a video on that because she was all the way up in the thing, all the way. She was trembling, like, please don't jump on me, please. By the way, I am wearing one of my shirts. This is one of my favorite shirts. It says Her Royal Highness Queen of Shades. I'm wearing it because I wanted to go live this morning, but I can't because the baby have open house this morning, so I can't. I'll go live later. Yeah, so I want to know what you guys think about Gil saying Myrla is evil or it sounds evil. Um, the last thing is we want to put kids in homes where people don't want them, right? We already have enough kids being unwanted. Is that a safe word to say? Unwanted kids, and we don't want to force. It's like Gil does not understand that Myrla is a separate person who has likes and dislikes and wants and needs and stuff like that. Even with the whole 7 kids situation, I'm gonna come back and talk about that. Even though I've talked about it before, but how are you going to have 7 kids? How you want to have 8 kids when you are dusty? I don't make it make sense to me. Money is not important. So how are you going to provide for these 8 children? Which home? How are you going to put them in homes and make them comfortable? And even if you put it's 8 kids, even if you put 2 kids per room, the girls, as you put the 2 girls together, girls, you can't, you're not supposed to put boys and girls together over the age of 5 or something. I don't remember. But how are you going to really provide a comfortable life for these kids that you want to have and you want to adopt? And who's going to pay for these adoptions? Now that's an issue I have with adoption, right? You have all these organizations that want people to adopt kids, but then there's all this money we got to pay. Right? It's all, and the insurance don't pay for it. You know what I mean? Like the health insurance pays for having a baby, they pay for IVF, they even give us a breast pump. Okay. I got a free breast pump from my insurance when I had my baby. And I be telling the girls at the job, I said, make sure you tell the insurance. One lady had the baby 3 months. She didn't know. I said, girl, you better call him. Tell him you knew and you didn't know. And sure enough, her breast pump is on the way. Okay, so even with adoption, you have to pay all this money. And I'm trying to figure out who's going to pay for this adoption that the Gill wants to have, and who's going to provide for all these children. It's like he's in this dream world that he's not thinking things out. But ladies, this is a part of gathering data so that you can make an informed decision. So obviously, he hasn't thought it out, right? He hasn't really sat down and thought about it's, I want to have two bus loads of children. I was an only child. I want a big family. But the question should be, can you afford a big family? And can you afford your big family a comfortable life? Notice I say comfortable. I'm not one of them name brand mama, okay? I have never paid $200 for no sneakers. It ain't gonna happen. I'm not one of those ghetto hood chicks that live in the damn projects, but your kids have $1,000 pair, $1,000 on, or you're driving a Benz chained to the tree, living in the projects. I think it is so stupid and ghetto mentality to me. But anyways, Gill is not really thinking things out. And so with all the women that's so emotional, oh, he's so good looking, he's so easygoing. I mean, I think he's okay looking until I see all them pussy bumps, and because he's too cheap, he don't even want to get the clippers. Okay, he probably using old crusty uh razors from 10 years ago, okay? Because my husband used the clippers, when people was in COVID, they couldn't go. My husband used his clippers, and he did his own little beard. He did a little goatee the other day. Ooh, I just love those goatees he be wearing, girl. It just makes me okay. But Gil is too cheap to even go buy a clippers. And yes, I saw that video on him being on TV 8 times. I'm gonna come back and do a video on that. But ladies, one of the reasons why I love these shows is because I want you to think, and it helps you to think. This is why I ask the questions. My videos, if you pay attention to my videos, it is asking you a question for you to think. And in you answering the question and thinking, you can use this to apply it to your own dating journey, right? So if you meet a man who is financially challenged, thank you, Alyssa. I think Alyssa said he makes about $36,000 a year. Well, the poverty limit is 30,000, I believe, 29,000. I haven't looked at the newest numbers because they just did a what's that thing we do every 10 years? Uh what's the thing we did in 2020, right? It's done every 10 years. And so it tells you what the poverty limit. So the last poverty limit is $29,000. Just call it 30. So every family that's making $30,000 and less, you are living in poverty. According to the censor. Thank you, censor. Thank you. I heard you in the comments, girl. I heard you. The censor, okay? And so they update things. This is why how many kids is living in poverty. You know how many African American kids of color are living in a single mother's home. You know what percentage of people die of heart attack. I heard the number last year. I think somebody said it was like $600,000. 600,000 people died last year of heart disease. We never heard anything about that. And those 600,000 people that died of heart disease were those added in Auntie's Maxine and Auntie Maxine's number, okay? And so censor and research and studies tell you all these things that you need to use your head and think. And so my videos is to help you to think. Somebody's been commenting, Janice, you're putting up too many videos. I didn't respond to the person, but I'm glad a couple of people jumped in the comments to talk, to check her coming on my channel to tell me I'm putting up too many videos. But back to it, ladies, is so that you can think. Why is Johnny dating over 100 first dates? Well, that's going to help you to realize that men are looking for something specific. Why is Gill saying Myrla is evil or for saying she doesn't want to adopt? How does that help you to gather data on someone who cannot respect your point of view? Do you understand? How is that going to help you in forcing somebody force? I told you about the cooking. I dated this one guy who doesn't eat leftovers. He wanted me to cook every day. I've had so many women to say I was stupid for walking away. And then you have so many women who signed up for that mess and then realize you can't do it. You know why they think I was stupid for walking away? Because they're not thinking it through. They're not thinking it all the way through. Never eat leftovers. Not even Thanksgiving. Not even Christmas. Huh? You go to the doctor to have a baby. You come you come home. First of all, how you gonna eat? And you come home, you're gonna have to cook. Let's not talk about a C-section. You have a C-section, you're gonna have to get up and cook. He's not gonna help you with the babies. He's not gonna help you with the home because that's a woman's job. Hello, you only make $40,000 a year, sir. So you can't even afford a family, but you want me to cook every day and take care of the kids and bathe the babies and change the diapers and go to work to help you to provide for us ladies. Does that make any sense to you? But a lot of women are emotional. You just love him. You just want him. And you going to say anything you possibly can say to get the man versus walking away and meeting someone that you are more compatible with. It's the same thing with the dog with Gill. I'm gonna come back and talk about that with him and his dog. Why you want to force that on me? I don't like dogs. I'm not gonna walk your dog. You pay a dog walker. Pay a dog walker when I'm home. Okay, why and what are you doing? You only work 2 days. What are you doing for the other 5 days? It's ladies, it's really helping you to think things through and helping you to do what? Gather data. This is what this book is about. And a lot of my content is about helping you to choose wisely. Based on the information you have, you need to make an informed decision. That's what my channel is about. That is what my content is about. Choosing wisely. Because I believe the mate you choose will determine the rest of your life. And no, there is no 100%, but there's 90. I mean, somebody who you're 90% compatible with is better than somebody that you're 25% compatible. I love you. I'm going to run. I'm going to try to go live later. I'm home today. It's open house for my little boy. You know, you're going to do the open house to see the class, to see how they set up for September, pick up some uniforms, pick up the books and all the stuff that they need and all this stuff. I love you. Let me know what you think. Are you open for adoption? Would you marry a man who wants to adopt and you don't? Let me know in the comments. I love you. I adore you. Bye.